Hey, hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. And my question for you today is, what is depression? So ask yourself that question. If you're on the healing journey of trying to figure out how to heal from deep within, how to heal from depression and brokenness and PTSD and trauma and a nasty divorce, broken relationships, just anything which is making you feel stuck in life, please come on this journey with me, because I am committed to sharing with you all the things and methods and keys and tools that I personally have found to help me to heal from deep within, help me to move forward. So I've been on the journey myself. If you go back through my videos, you'll see I've been on this journey now for a few years. And all the methods that I've found that actually worked for me, I just feel like I need to pass them on, because, I don't want to keep them to myself, because I found that they actually work. It's been trial and error. Some things have worked, some things hasn't worked. But as I found what works, I want to share them with you so that you can heal too. So if you're struggling with any of these things, please come on this journey with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, just so that you can help this channel to grow, so we can reach more people who are struggling with depression. I know there is thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there struggling with depression. And I know there's lots of videos, there's lots of podcasts, there's lots of people sharing techniques and methods, and doctors and people who have got the knowledge from college and different things. But I've got the knowledge from experience of life. My knowledge is what worked for me and what didn't work for me. My knowledge is the fact that I had a complete mental breakdown a few years back, to the point where I was very suicidal. My cup had overflowed and I could not function. Depression had gripped me so much. So I know what it feels like for that dark cloud, that fog, which takes over your brain, which you just walk around in a fog all day. And actually, most of the day, you're just under a blanket. And you don't want to face life. You don't want to face people. You don't want to see anybody. And I was like that for day after day after day. Turning to other things to help try and heal me, but they didn't work. And so I know what it's like to go through these things that you're going through, what you've been through. Trauma after trauma, some terrible trauma. So if you go back through my videos, you'll see the steps and the different things that happened to get me to that brokenness. So I am sharing with you on the basis that I know how to get out of it, because if I can do it, you can too. So I'm sharing with you all the things that worked for me. And so my question today is, what causes depression? So, I've got some notes here that I wrote earlier, so I might look down a few times, but it's because I'm looking at these notes, just so that I remember what I wanted to say to you today. So yeah, what causes depression? Biologically, physically, and socially, these things all play a part. So for me, what I was researching and looking at, and which has played a part in my life, genes, genetics. So in the genetic part of things, it's usually like the serotonin levels and different things like that. So what can you do to help your serotonin levels? See, this is the question that I ask myself. What can I do to change these areas and to heal these areas? And I followed lots of different podcasters and people who upload onto YouTube, some amazing teachers who have the answers to all these things. That's why I share them all with you. So what can you do? What can you do to change your serotonin levels? I know these medications, for me personally, they didn't work. I was still the same. I was taking these medications and just feeling foggy and out of it and just numb. So they didn't change anything. So years later, I'm still on the same things, not doing anything. So for me, they didn't work. For you, they may do. They may just give you that bit of serotonin that you need. But what can we naturally do? We could exercise. Exercise is a big one. So we can exercise to bring up them endorphins and serotonin levels, and we can get outside in the fresh air and the sunshine, and we can enjoy time outdoors, better sleep, all these different things that we can do. So research it. So that's one factor for you. So if that's playing a big part in for you, the serotonin levels, Find out how you can bring them up yourself. Exercise, fresh air, outside in nature, sunlight, sleep, better sleep at nighttime, and being up in the day, and just enjoying getting outside. So, neurons. Okay, so the neurons, I was researching that there's a lot of that is connected to the childhood trauma. So did you go through a lot of trauma through life? I know personally I did. So, and I've shared all these things with you. So if you went through like losing a parent when you was younger, or some abuse as a child, bullying, all these different things, all the traumas that you go through life, they affect your brain, they affect the neurons. So what can we do to heal that? Because if we stay in that situation and we don't heal this, then we're never going to move forward. So what can you do? Well, the EFTs is amazing, emotional freedom technique. So there's a website, and he speaks on YouTube too, called Dawson Church, and he takes you through this whole method of EFT, emotional freedom technique, and he has practitioners on his website too, and they've worked with people with the worst PTSD possible. I mean, like people who've been in wars, people who've been in battles, and terrible things have happened to them. Terrible abuse, terrible rape, terrible, horrible things. And as they've done this technique with them, they've completely cured and healed. They haven't erased those things from happening, but the pain, the sting, the trauma that's held them back in life has gone completely. So I myself have been doing that. And I do it every time I'm struggling with something, an emotion or something in my life pops up, I will do that. So the emotional freedom technique is amazing. But then there's other people that I follow, like Dr. Caroline Leaf, who has the brain detox, who has done so many studies. She's a neuroscientist, she's done so many studies on the brain-mind connection, and lots of books out. She speaks on YouTube and podcasts all the time. Has books on cleaning up the mental mess and healing the trauma and healing your brain. So that's what you can do for the neurons. You can heal it with emotional freedom technique and brain detox, and the positive speaking and the positive affirmations. It rewires the brain. So your brain is negative because of past, because of trauma, and you're struggling to move forward because of this, and your brain naturally then goes to the negative and thinks negative. So if you wake up in the morning and your mind straight away thinks of the negative, I don't want, what's today gonna bring? I don't really want to get out of bed. I don't want to get up from under my covers. Well, your life will be terrible, your day will be terrible, because you spoke it into being, and you spoke it into your mind, and your mind takes it in. So what you're speaking, it takes it in, and it takes a little while to retrain your brain, and it takes a little while to change what's happened in your brain and the neurons. But you know what? The positive speaking every single morning when you wake up. I like to fall to sleep with positive affirmations on, and meditation music, so it's going in my brain through the night, and then I wake up more positive. And then the first thing in the morning, I like to, before I get out of bed, say thank you for the day. Today's gonna be great, even if it's hard to believe it, even if it's hard to say it. You heard the saying, fake it till you make it. Maybe in this situation you have to make yourself be as positive as possible in the mornings. by saying these things today. Thank you for a great day. Thank you that today is going to be amazing. Great things are going to happen. Thank you that I woke up this morning to be able to make my day great, to be able to be with my children, to be able to make connections, to be able to be successful, and new things happening today. You know, whatever you need to say, but say these things, and it's almost like you're tricking your mind to think positive by saying it. So I do it when I'm cleaning, I do it whatever I'm doing, I'm saying it, because you naturally want to get a bit negative when you're cleaning, but instead keep saying these positive things. So, you know, they're the different things you can do, different methods you can do to change those neurons and to change what's in your brain, to rewire it. And, you know, hormones. Okay, hormones play a massive part, especially for us women. We go through, you know, our monthly cycles and pregnancy. And so, you know, while we're pregnant and post-pregnancy and menopause, you know, perimenopause, and then in menopause. So we go through all of that. But there's also, you know, our vitamins, different vitamins being low in them, B12 or vitamin D, you know, we could be low in these different things, and they can play a big part. Our pituitary gland, our thyroid gland, these play a massive part. So hormonally, it's important to be level. So what can we do for that part of us? We can get some blood tests to check all those things. We can start taking vitamins. You know, I take lots of different vitamins, lots of vitamin D and C and zinc and magnesium. So I take these different vitamins myself every single day. Well, some days I forget, but I try and take them every day. I try and drink a lot of water. Again, sometimes that takes a discipline because I get so busy that I'm like, oh, I haven't drank a lot of water today. But I try my hardest to do the water and the vitamins. And I sought out a great doctor to get my hormone levels all straight, because I knew they was screwed up. Sometimes it takes a bit of research and looking for a good doctor, because some doctors don't seem to bother and dismiss you. But there is some good ones out there, and they are getting more and more knowledgeable on your hormones. So for us women, get it all level. For men and women, you know, vitamins, water, sunlight, walks in nature. I love a walk in nature every single day. I love to walk on the beach. I love watching the sunrise over the ocean. I love to go for a walk in the woods. I love to just walk on the grass barefoot, go amongst the nature, see the pretty birds and the flowers and the trees, because it actually just brightens up my day, makes me feel good. I like to go out at night, especially when you can see all the stars. And lately I've been able to see a planet, and I've got this sky app where you can have a look where everything is. And I love to do that too, because just being outside, fresh air, looking at the nature, you know. So all these things play a part, but getting our hormones level and balanced. And so these, for me, are massive key. And doing the research, these are the things we really need to work on. And all of the different things that I share with you are all the things which have worked for me. I wouldn't tell you these things if they didn't work for me. The things that didn't work for me, I share with you what didn't work for me. So for me personally, the meds didn't work for me. For me personally, there was lots of little things like doing some CBT didn't actually work for me. I tried it, it didn't work for me. But later on, getting a counselor to help me with narcissistic abuse and different traumas helped. So there's certain things what worked for me, certain things what didn't. So I'm sharing with you all the things what worked for me so that you can heal too. So these are the things you have to think about. You have to think about your genes, the serotonin levels, how you can change it, the neurons, the childhood traumas, how you can change it and heal it, and the hormones, balancing them, getting the vitamins that you need when you're lacking, What are you lacking in? Because I'm telling you, actually, that plays a massive part. We don't think about them things when we're really depressed. Well, I know I didn't. Because when I was at my lowest, I didn't think about any of that. I couldn't even think straight. I couldn't function. I couldn't even work. I couldn't interact with people. I couldn't, I fell short in being a parent. I tried my best with what was going off, but all the trauma in my life had come too much, and it was like a cup overflowed. All the different things, I don't need to go into them, I've got into them on other videos, but all them different things, it was like they all just overflowed and I couldn't take anymore. And I think hormonally I was off balance too at that time. So together, I just didn't function. So I didn't think about any of these things. So if you're struggling with depression in any way, if you're struggling with brokenness in any way, well, even though you might not think of these things, they do play a massive part in why you're struggling. So if you want to heal, you can. If you want to be free from the suicidal thoughts which are bombarding your brain all the time, I promise you, you can. If you want it, you can. I promise you, come on this journey with me. If you want to heal, take care of these things, try the emotional freedom technique, follow Dr. Caroline Leaf's methods, and really listen to what she has to say about the brain and the mind connection. Get your hormone levels, take vitamins and drink water, get out in nature every single day. Every time you can, start retraining your brain to be positive instead of negative, and do some meditation. That's another one to bring you back. So Master Sri Kashner, I do meditation with him, but I also listen to him on different aspects of winning at life, helping you to win at life. So he has some amazing videos, and I'm on that part of my journey now because I've come so far in my healing journey. I can follow his methods and techniques to start winning at life, to start being successful in business and in work and in life, and manifesting my dreams, manifesting money, and manifesting what I want in life. So I follow some amazing teachers on YouTube, and I've told you all about them in my other videos, so there's no point in constantly telling you the same thing. But today I wanted to say and ask you the question, what is depression? Break it down into different parts, 3 different parts, and then again into 3 more different parts of our body and our mind, and how we could heal. Write those things down, and you start on this journey today, and I promise you, you can heal from the inside out. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.